So I met a bowing deer. I met a bunch of them. I'd like to tell you about it real quick. So first off, here's me. These deer bow. You buy these little crackers. I don't look scared here, by the way. I look like I'm having a good time. For anyone wondering, I'm having a good time. So these little deer come up to you, and they're a little aggressive. They're a little scary, and they hit you with this, and you give them a little cracker, and the cracker is wrapped up in this little stuff. The little stuff it's wrapped in is also edible, and the lovely little Japanese man selling it taught us how to do it. And he's like, "Oh, you crack it like this, and you hand it like that," and it was cute, right? Loved it. But we took a cab. The cab was like an hour drive, and this is the part I want to tell you. It's so fucking cute. Anyway, go do it. Go visit the deer if you're in Japan. But the cab driver, we're communicating using Google Translate back and forth, because this guy, especially like in Osaka, they don't speak a lot of English there, like at all. And he was like, through Google Translate, he's like, "Hey, you're going to have a hard time getting a cab here. I'm willing to wait. I'll turn off the meter. I can pick you guys up at a certain time." And I'm like, "Oh, this is great." So we give him a time, and he goes, when we pull up to the deer, I think this is really what happened. He goes, "Actually, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to go park." And we're like, "Oh, like you don't have to." And he turns to translate in his phone, turns it around. It literally says, "I want to play with the deer too." And he's sitting there holding his phone. He's like, so our cab driver goes, "I know, it's so fucking cute." He goes and parks, and our cab driver's just feeding the deer. I know, Japan is so dude. You get into a cab in the United States, you get into a cab in New York, you're gonna have someone who might take your life, or at the very least, just is barely a functioning human. He was the most adorable man ever.